the Senate Privileges Committee. Please forgive me if I don't shake in my boots. Look, I'm no fan of John Setka, but what does it say about the process here too, where Jackie Lambie is going to decide whether or not we should have a fairness test, reasonable character test for all union officials based off one union official and how he treats her, Gary?
Well, look, Paul, it's a debate that will happen. Setka's got his viewpoint. He's entitled to it. There's a lot of things about John Setka that is very offensive, and some of these things have been tested in other places, and I'll let those courts and other matters, deal with themselves. But, Setka's got his audience, and I guess he's playing to it, and I get his point about campaigning. He's either going to dig himself into a deeper hole or he's going to be, rising to the top. Time will tell. But look, I don't agree it's union bashing. Trudy's saying the union bashing bill. This is not a union bashing bill. This is about actually trying to deliver rights to workers, because part of the problem in the entire union movement of Australia is that you've got thugs at the top, you've got thugs who are enforcing the position of those at the top, and there's all sorts of stuff that happens underneath, and nobody is allowed to have a different view on it. Now, I don't agree with that. I think there should be... it should be about the workers, not about the professional unionists who are making a career and a lot of money and having a pretty good lifestyle off the back of the workers' money that they force and take out of them. And the decision to strike and all these other things are all caught up in this. So I say more strength to Christian Porter's arm.
Yeah, what do you think about this one, Campbell? And again, that Jackie Lambie scenario where, look, I'm trying to go light on her because I still think that there's hope that she's not going to be the same type of senator that she used to be. But it all gets very personal, and then legislation lives or dies about how she's personally being interacted with. I got my issues with that, but what do you think?
Well, look, Paul, the case against the CFMMU is absolutely clear-cut in terms of their continued pattern of criminality, the way they stand over people on building sites, the way they actually do engage in intimidation. And any senator, whether they be the crossbench or indeed the Labor Party, should be supporting the legislation. Yeah. Having said that, and it might surprise you, I think Senator Patrick actually does need to sort of leave these sorts of distractions alone and perhaps harden up a bit. Look, Setka was talking to his members. He wasn't sending an email, he wasn't writing a letter, he wasn't appearing at the door of the good senator's office. He was speaking to his members. One thing I do back him on, he's got a job to represent them. If he uses swear words, if he engages in rough language with his members, that's his business, that's their business, and I don't see the reaction from Senator Patrick is warranted. Senator Patrick should go into the Senate chamber and support the legislation to actually make sure these people are held to account. That's what really matters, not sending this off to the police like he can't handle it.
Yeah, but also, does anyone believe that Jackie Lambie doesn't swear like a trooper? I'm fine with that, so do I. But let's not pretend that she's offended by some of the language that the bloke is using, please.